it to, so I'm redoing it. So I'm working on some inked prints, coloring them in. Yeah. I'm gonna eat me some breakfast here in a minute. Okay. Starting with Prowler Miles first, coloring him in. And of course, someone comes in, someone leaves. Come on. Oh, hi B, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Hope you like the stream and all that stuff. I'm working on Prowler Miles right now, coloring in the inked print I was working on last night. Took me a bit. Try to get me breakfast here in a bit or two. How are you? I'm good, just tired mainly. Annoyed a little bit because Twitter is a dumpster fire and I try not to debate people, but you know, it's very annoyingly toxic over there, and no matter what you try to say, you're trying to make a point, and like it's like, what is this even point, and blah blah blah. It's like, what is he even talking about? It's like, shut up, you know darn well. But I'm doing okay, mainly tired, mainly hungry. I need to eat me some breakfast here in a minute. I'm very hungry, but I thought I'd try to start the stream just in case to get like me a leg up for my to get me started for the day. How's your day been? There's all that. I'm doing good. That's good to hear. If you're curious what it was about, it was to like Salvage, who is a Arkham YouTuber. It was kind of a debate in a way. I saw one of those things. I might actually make a video about this because I think there's plenty of evidence going through the entirety of the Arkham games and all this stuff, and just evidence overall about Batman. Now, I'm an Arkham. I'm like a Batman fanboy, and now, when it comes to Batman, I will let go of my bias and say that sometimes, yes, accidentally or just whatever have you, he does kill. No one can sit there and argue and BS around it. He does kill, and you're telling me, like, if you use the lazy man's argument of, oh, we don't see it happen off screen, like on screen, so they're not dead. And with the Arkham video games, let's point out that the heartbeats, we can take that at like face value. I know this argument is probably going to be like, oh no, here we go. I'm gone. Bye. But it's just like, there's a lot of things. The reasoning for it, if you're curious. Um, B, I guess you left. Or are you still here? Of course. ba 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 ba. Okay. Working on this. Get this one done. On stream. I'm gonna try to go get me some breakfast. Here in a second. Oh, it's getting there. Eat my food. Be right back. I'm gonna put up a thing. I'm back. Sorry. Okay. I thought. Yeah, he finally made it to the stream. Yes. Sorry. I had to go eat me some breakfast. I was hungry and I was starving and I needed food. Lots of food. But also, welcome, Kelly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. The stream. I slept in today. How are you? Good. I slept in, so I slept like a rock. So I missed the first stream was a dud because nobody really showed up. Well, because it was already overbound because of the way I set it time-wise. It was like, crap. So I just said heck with it and, restarted it. And now I'm working on, inked prints, coloring these in that I worked on last night. So I have a couple. You'll be seeing them throughout the stream. I thought I'd start off with Prowler Miles. I tried to join, but YouTube did not notify me. Aw. Well, it's alright. YouTube is, you know what? They're fired. They fired. YouTube fired. They didn't notify you. They fired. They fired. They fired. 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 They made that bell icon. It's supposed to work like a bottle, and it did not work. They're fired. Fired! Fired! That's right. I am also quick little summary. So if you are wondering, the OC video has been out for a couple days. The Carmilla and Vaggie video out. If you're wondering where the other videos are, the Belphegor video is taking me a bit. I'm also going to be working on a Kung Fu Panda print, so that's trying to get that done. You guys already beat me to the goal of getting 150 subs before the time I got it done. Yeah, haven't even got it done yet, so you guys beat me to it. So if I can get to 1K, I'm gonna post and say, you know what? Not done yet, but if I can get to 1K, maybe, just maybe, if I can get to there by the time I get done, it's gonna be interesting. So, yeah. What else? I'm currently working on this one, because this was a request. I got into a fight over a pig. Oh, interesting. Well, fighting is not the answer, is what I would usually say, but also, you did knock them on their ass, didn't you? Excuse my language, but hopefully you won. Hey, I'm not the parent. I'm not a parent here, but I still, when I'm still a brother, so it's something I would tell my sister if she got in a fight. Did you win? Was it worth it? Did you win? You did knock them. They were ambushing it, so I put them in their place. That's right. How dare they ambush that piggy? Leave Miss Piggy alone. That's Kermit's job. Kermit? I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I am terrible. I am sorry. Yes. Demon horns. Yes. Yes. I'm not saying I approve of fighting, Alistar, yes. But, I still have my brother nature to me as a brother where I'll say it. I say it to my own sister, if she got in a fight with somebody, say, you did knock that idiot on his ass, right? It's just how I am as a person. It's just like, excuse my language, but that's just how I am. It's like, I don't condone it, but you better be sure you won. I want that's kind of how I am. It's just like, you better have won. I know it's like some parents are like, probably would be like, hey, you gotta keep your streams child friendly. I don't care. I am not wearing a muzzle. I can't do that. It's not in my nature. But this is the Prowler Miles print. Wanted to work on this on stream. Funny enough, the original version of it, which was basically, if you're curious, Kelly, it was this one. Didn't like it, didn't like the angle, so I changed it, and I am so glad I did. I am so glad I did, because I realize now how better it is for it. So yeah. Alistar! If you're curious, Kelly, if you're still here, what the other prints I'll be working on stream are, I got a few of them done last night. So besides Prowler Miles, which technically, I did them twice. So if you're still here, I did Prowler Miles twice. Didn't like this one, so I changed the angle, and that's what I got. I also have Rosie, which I am 50-50 on Rosie. Don't like how I did it. Don't like the way it's inked. Hate it. So I'm probably going to remaster it. So 50-50 on that. So I'm going to probably just be doing Prowler Miles and Kai. I'll be doing other prints inked-wise. Maybe sometime in the future. And all that. So yeah. Also, there was a mom at one point that joined one of the streams. She said she was someone's mom. If she ever rewatches these streams, haven't seen her in a bit. Appreciate it for stopping by. much. I'm probably gonna work on. Oh, I forgot to show this one off. Oh, I forgot. I did do the Big Bad Wolf too. So I have multiple animated ones. So yeah, I might try to do some more in the future. I don't know. I think Kelly left. I don't get a whole lot of viewership. I try to do these in the mornings, but you know, it's like YouTube algorithm. They say no, you, yeah. I'll check some of my Twitter notifications. Here in a bit. Might try to do the other ones next stream. I don't know. Because of how poorly the viewership is. It's just like nobody's here. Which, sure, I shouldn't, consider it like, oh, well, but it doesn't give me much motivation to draw if nobody's here. I like people watching. But, hasta la vete. Pusses and last wish. Do this one really quick. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Man. Get better at penciling again. At least if I get the time. It's very frustrating. Hello, great artist. Yeah, sure. Ha ha ha. Welcome. Nobody's been here yet. Well, let's see. B's been here. Kelly came and left. And then pretty much most everybody. Not really a whole lot of viewership today. It's a slow day. I had time to work on this. and finish this up. And now I'm working on Kai. Fine. I'm not as tired as I usually am because I slept like a freaking rock. Wow, that's looking good. Oh, thank you. So I'm not as tired as I usually would be. So yeah. Also, happy Mario Day. Oh, Mario Day. Lovely. You know what I say to that? Bowser says, that's what I say to Mario Day. I Bowser. Heck with that fiend. That Italian looking mother. I don't expect a lot of viewership today. I haven't seen Pizza come by the streams. I haven't seen anybody. I stopped tagging people, so that could be another reason. Nope. Like, unless I'm tagging people, I don't see none of the same people. Or unless I mention it in a stream or something, I have to go to their stream to say something. It's just like, I don't want to be, that guy that has to, say this, and this. Not how I am. I was thinking about doing like Twitch stuff eventually, but also trying to set up like a throne or what was it? I was trying to think. Stuff to get money. Because another thing. I do want to sell my stuff. I just got a notification for Chuck's one of his shorts. Cool. I want to sell my stuff, and I was thinking about doing maybe Etsy. Just depends. I have to get like an account and all that stuff and go through that. And I just shared your Steam on the community tab. Sorry for your viewership. Seems to never do that well. Yeah. Yeah, I have to like always tag everybody and just like say, hey guys, come here, come on. Like tag a bunch of everybody, every artist you can think of, and then that's when they'll start showing up. Like if you put up a post and say, hey, come to this stream, like most likely nobody's gonna show up. But if you put up a post and like you tag a bunch of everybody, then they'll like, okay, maybe now, okay, fine. That's when they start maybe like more often than not, and that's why it's just like I don't want to have to do that every time. It's like, guys, you know what the bell icon's for. It's like I go to freaking yeah, that's why it's partially you're very underweighted. Yes. I've heard that so much, it's just lost all meaning because it's untrue. Untrue. Yes. Trying to think. I do but I do want to start getting stuff maybe sold. So like the prints you see, like physical stuff or digital. Actually, speaking of, did you see the digital stuff that I got printed? Or you weren't probably there for the stream, did you? Or were you? In my art portfolio book. It's upstairs. I'm gonna go grab it. Let me be right back. So I got this. Got it. So missed some messages. That's why partially unrated. Blah blah blah. So you weren't here either for that stream. So you either don't know about it, or you do. You've been keeping up with the community tab, so you've seen it a little. But I've showed it off in streams before. You partially underrated. No, I am shit. That's what I am. I am terrible. So I'm making an art portfolio book, printing off a lot of my digital pieces, old and new. So, sorry, I was editing a post I made. Was tagging. Yeah. You're fine. So I've been making an art portfolio book, getting a lot of my digital stuff printed. That OC video did terrible. I'm surprised in how terrible that did. Like, that video did terrible. But yeah, this you saw some of this already. But yeah, like, this is the art portfolio book. I will be getting more stuff printed when I get the time. But yeah. That the reason I say the OC video did terrible is just for, like, I know that if I remember, you were going to do a lot of deals to sell them, right? Yeah. I want to sell them. I can't exactly. Okay. I can't make my own shop because I'm not popular enough on YouTube, but I also can't make a shop, like a legit website, because tax. And also another reason. So I can't do a lot of the things I was wanting to. So, like, I have to get, like, video views up to, like, millions and all that stuff, and it's just like, oh god. Ooh. So it's like, fuck that. So what I'm gonna try to do is sell stuff, like, on Etsy or something, or try to, like, work on getting that, or maybe, like, there's other websites that's, like, to get money or like that. Like, there's Throne. That one I can basically, what's the word? I can, Etsy shop might work, yeah, or something like that. Yeah. There's also Throne where you guys can send me gifts and, like, wish list or whatever. I saw that. Another YouTuber I watch and stuff. Sometimes she's ASMR, whatever. Sometimes if I am hitting a roadblock writing wise, I listen to that stuff. Don't shame me. Fuck off. But basically, it helps. So I basically know that she has that through, like, Twitter. I've seen some of the stuff. So I thought about maybe trying to work on through that, or trying to get something like a Throne set up. Maybe at some point I have to work with my some limitations and talk to somebody in my personal life. Hey, no worries. It's neat you listen to that. Oh, you're good. Yeah. Also, sorry, by the way. Also, oh, I forgot. There was the Big Bad Wolf. That was another one that I have inked a little bit too, from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I forgot that I have that inked. If you're still here, creative. Also, if you're curious, I have, these are mostly inked prints I stayed up last night working on these. Still here and kicking. Yeah. So, like, the Prowler Miles, actually, I did 2 different versions of it. Didn't like this one. Felt very flat. Didn't like it. So I found a reference I liked and redid it and inked it. So that's what I was coloring. And I also did this one you saw the short for. Like I said on Twitter, I recorded that on my bed. Very shaky hands, so hard to draw and hold the damn thing. So yeah, and also did this one last night. So I'm gonna be working on these throughout the stream. Don't like how I inked it. It feels very messy. Don't like it. So I'm gonna redo it. What else? Oh, and I did get an argument, or not really an argument, a debate. A debate. Twitter has not heard the name in many years. Yes, Twitter sucks. I did get in a very, I'm gonna try to finish this. I did get in a debate, so to speak, with somebody, Arkham YouTuber, but yeah. Also, if you're curious, or if anybody's curious, what prints I'm going to be working on throughout the stream. So, like I said in the title, I have Prowler Miles, which I still need to finish this bit up here and all that. So this is coming along. Then I'm going to do Kai, which is what I'm focusing on right now. Big Bad Wolf, maybe. And finish it off because I haven't had the time. I'm gonna try to finish Doom. Doom is last. Wow, it's nice artwork. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do a lot of different prints. Some digital, some regular, as you've been seeing. Art YouTuber controversies always seem to be foolish. Now, debate. Oh no, the person that I debated with. Oh, it's not an art YouTuber. He's an Arkham YouTuber, and it was about Batman. When it comes to Batman, here's the thing. When it comes to me, I am very, what's the word? I am not going to let my bias of Batman as a character. I love Batman to death. I love him to death. Also, I have done other prints with oil markers before, so I'm still getting the hang of it. I prefer painting. If you guys have seen some paintings. If you can dig around for them on the channel, you can find them. I've done characters like Dante and other stuff. And I've done a lot of different art streams, so yeah. But the YouTuber is called Salvage. He is an Arkham YouTuber. And I actually might, for this bit of the stream, I'm not going to talk shit or nothing. He's a cool guy. Sometimes he can be a bit toxic. Sometimes, like, 50-50. You know, 50-50. He's not a bad dude. Like, you know, none of that. Now I cannot believe that. My apologies. I thought it was some, you know, form of like art debate, but in Arkham YouTuber, that's something else. Yeah. Well, I could get in a debate with some like art YouTuber or art, you know, thing, but I just like, I don't like to debate with people a lot of the time, you know? It's like if it's something in particular that I have a fandom for now, I can 50-50 on debating sometimes. It's just like I can, but you know, it is something else. So I randomly came across this tweet, right? So it's like, you know, he responded to somebody and it was about like Batman, like the, you know, Robert Pattinson Batman. It's like, oh yeah, he doesn't, you know, they're like Batman doesn't kill, and it cuts to they have like a gift of or gif of that scene in the movie where he the whole like the car scene, and I, you know, like even as a Batman fan, I'm gonna be brutally honest, I can make a valid argument that Batman does kill. Like, here's the thing.
some people like want to argue and say, use the lazy debate of like, well, if the heart's beating in the game, well, it magically means, oh, they're still alive. Well, the heart's still beating because, one, it keeps the illusion that the no-kill rule is in play. First of all, because of course, if Batman would start killing, then that just takes away from the experience. But the other thing is, hey Dragon, the other thing is that the problem with the debate of Batman, like he's like, oh, this is the shittiest argument I've ever heard. You just use the clone Batman to basically like Batman doesn't kill, like Arkham Batman doesn't kill. So and then I used Suicide Squad Batman. Here's the problem with that. His reasoning. First of all, Arkham, like the clone, even if it is a clone, okay, like everybody's going off the assumption, yeah, it's a clone. Well, okay, fine. It's not confirmed. This is just all based on theories, speculation, and what we know in game. None of the actual characters in game. Now, like I dare Salvage, if he ever sees this art stream, I dare him to go around and see that it's officially confirmed by dialogue or anything. It's like we're running off the assumptions, but not in game is it confirmed. Until maybe until we get like the DLCs, then yeah. But we're running off the idea that yeah, they're a clone, right? That's fine. That's not a problem for me. But the thing is, Arkham Batman, let's go through the entire history of the series. I'm an Arkham fanboy. I'm always have been. I love Batman. I can let go of my bias. Here's the thing. Any totality scene that you can think of, like if you were going to go to like, oh, Spider-Man doesn't kill, he has in the comics. Also, let's go to a freaking Marvel Spider-Man 2. There are scenes with the black symbiote. There's no way that when he does some of these things where he grabs a guy with the tendrils and slings him out the window and he's like, he makes a joke or a quip. There's no way in hell that guy's alive. There's no zilch way. Either he's severely injured and eternally bleeding or something. Because here's the thing. The human anatomy and... come on. Uh-oh. Did the stream die on me? Is it still recording? Uh-oh. Did the stream die? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fuck. Did the stream die on me? Uh-oh. It died on me. Crap. It gave me a YouTube error and shit. I apologize. Also to Anari, Anari, or no, we're still here. Thank God. And hi, Goose. I apologize. Also, I really like that person's icon. My compliments. I guess that's an anime type icon. Really like it. My compliments to you. And also, hi, Goosey. Sorry. I'm still alive. Yeah, sorry. I'm making an animation right now. Dragon, if you're making an animation, got a tip for you. Go through my subscriptions if you can find it, but if you can't, look up Pop Animations, or I don't know. Basically, I don't know. It's something. They actually do like they did videos like on character design, animations, grids, all that stuff. I highly recommend them. They actually their videos actually help me enough with like my art too. Finally, to sub to Dragon again. I can't believe I haven't already. Yeah. So to get back to what I was saying, what was I fucking saying? All right. Oh yeah. So Arkham Batman. Here's the thing. I'm gonna go through the entirety of the series. Arkham City to Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight Batman, even though he's possessed like the Joker, gets him to kill him. or break his neck, basically. That technically, the way he moves around when he's possessed or when he's like the Joker, we go back to Arkham VR. It basically shows that my profile picture is an Angry Birds Chica from FNAF. You sure about that? Oh, right, it is. Never mind. Thank you for the advice, Artemis. You're welcome. So to come to what I was saying about Batman, right? Here's the thing. Even if the Suicide Squad Batman is a clone, here's the thing. Clones don't really completely always know they're clones. This isn't like Star Wars where like all of them know they're clones because they see a bunch of them and all that. Even the Suicide Squad don't know that the Justice League they fought were clones. Like the Flash, we see him back let's see. We see him in the beginning, and that's the regular Flash, just like Wonder Woman's the regular Wonder Woman, right? But the Squad, when they encounter Evil Flash later, they think, he's basically been turned by Brainiac, like that, which makes sense. Like that's their logic. Is this guy from Kung Fu Panda? Because I don't really. Yes, it is. It's Kai. Fraud. I'll be leaving very soon to play mini golf with the family. All right. Well, hopefully you have fun, and hopefully you troll them while you're playing mini golf. Like, make sure to hit their balls away from the hole and be a complete troll, because that is what I would do. I would pull a terrorizer. I would do that crap. Come on, it's funny. So here's the argument that I want to make with like Arkham Batman. Physically, Arkham City Batman, there's multiple moves that basically can kill people. Like even Arkham Asylum. Let's wind the clock back. The final ending. He basically uses explosive gel on his gauntlet and then punches Joker in the face. First of all, unless he basically uses the thing to basically control the density of the explosion, which there's no way he could have done that on the fly. There's no way in possible hell. So that's also a freaking sin right there. But you see that happen, and you're saying like, yeah, he grabs his arm and it's kind of injured or whatever, and it's like the gauntlet's half destroyed or pretty much destroyed. But if that gel can explode walls with ease, why is his arm intact? Like that makes zero sense, first of all. And not only that, if the gel is designed to destroy walls and stuff like that, you're basically working with like portable gel that is like basically the scientist form of it is like basically trying to think. Not TNT, but like what's the word? What's the fucking word? Not dynamite. C4. There it is. C4. And it performs kind of like C4, right? And here's the thing that, like also with any gadget he has, especially the batarangs. Now, here's something that Salvage, I don't give a shit if this Batman's a clone. I don't care. Here's the problem with this argument. From Arkham City to Arkham Asylum, you can't use the argument, oh, because he's a clone, the batarangs magically now can kill people. I'm sorry, but here's the problem. No matter how hard you throw, all I got from that is the gel. Explosive gel from Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. To explain my point, let me go back to that. basically the explosive gel in Arkham Asylum City, all that stuff, that is specifically designed to explode walls and stuff like that. Now, here's my problem. If that stuff can basically explode walls, it's basically a portable C4. And C4 is like any type of explosion or any type of like that type of device. Not only does that cause severe damage to a person, like if you stand like behind an explosion, right? Hearing loss, not just a concussion, severe brain damage that can kill you. Don't matter how like wherever the explosion is, the science is there, right? We can port like the game design, like it takes a couple newtons of force to like basically explode a wall, right? You know, like that's why with bricked buildings we have to use wrecking balls and explosions, take them down because they're reinforced and all that stuff. Well, Batman's gauntlet, regardless of it being reinforced, it would have taken his arm off. So Batman's a human character. So some of the gadgets he has can kill people. I think I have brain damage, LOL. Ha ha ha, shut up. Very funny. No, like basically Goosey, if you're still here, like, you know, like basically most of the gadgets Batman has, like the Batclaw, now this is the BS that I'll pull out of, you can't pull this out of your ass. The Batclaw literally pulls like item stuff. Now, if that was to basically pull somebody towards them and stuff like that, also clotheslining somebody, the way the Batman move where he clotheslines somebody, that is extremely dangerous. That can kill somebody. And as somebody who, my dad actually, my adoptive dad, he, when he was younger, he did that. And so for me, I know how dangerous it is. So clotheslining yourself or any type of stuff like that, that is extremely dangerous and cuts off your oxygen supply. So that can literally kill you. So anyone who, like the argument of like, oh, Batman doesn't kill. Well, clotheslining somebody in a move, like let's say you do that in a fight. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 New Game Plus is fire. Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I need to record some more videos. I don't know if anybody's going to watch them, though. Hopefully people do. And also, welcome, Kai. And plus, also, when you fire that the Batclaw, it's literally metal. So you're telling me that they magically doesn't nick their skin or like the way it's designed, Batman definitely kills. Yeah, exactly. The Batclaw, and this is OG Batman in the Arkham series. You're telling me the way that's designed, I don't care how you try to frame it. If you made, is that Kai from Kung Fu Panda 3? Yes, it is. If you made, like, I dare Salvage to get like a legit version of the Batclaw. Try testing it out on somebody. There's no way. Also, I don't care any way you throw the batarangs from Arkham City to Arkham Knight. There is no way those things just bounce off anybody. There's no fucking way. I'm sorry. The BS argument, oh, he's a clone, so like basically, and here's the other thing. Here's the argument that Salvage made. He's like, oh, we don't see anybody die off screen, so he's not a killer. Wrong. Wrong. I proved that in like 3 minutes. First of all, now, regardless, every Batman technically kills. Batman Begins, yes, he saved Ra's al Ghul at the beginning, but choosing not to save him at the end is technically still murder. So Christopher Nolan's Batman, first one, yes. And also going from Dark Knight, in the game, you can change the roller. Yeah, I know. I haven't gotten that far in yet. I haven't had time to play it. So then you go to, what was it? Arkham, not Arkham. Batman, like the other Batman, like Schumacher's Batman. Prime example. The whole scene with Two-Face. Regardless of how you frame it, he tricked Two-Face into falling into spikes and killed him. So that basically counts. Let's see. I bite people. Yeah. You ain't gonna bite me. So basically, what was it? Trying to remember. So Nolan, Tim Burton's Batman, he definitely even Batman, like his first movie wants to kill the Joker. Also there was a debug menu. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'm going to bite your nom. Yeah, you wish. Can't touch this. Yeah, can't touch this. So like the argument about Batman, like here's the thing. The argument for each of the Nolan, like did not just Nolan, but the different movies, right? Like each one, this like no Batman kills. Wrong. It's like you're like the force of tackling Harvey and then having him fall that far down and then like him snapping his neck killed him. So that counts as murder. What was it? The Arkham Batman, like the explosive gel, that's like literally the move where he basically he picks the guy up, dangles him from his legs to off the ground, and if you basically use a batarang, you drop him to the ground. Depending on where that you fall, you can break your neck. And regardless of how you frame it, that's why bungee jumping is so dangerous. So that's another count of murder. Even Game Theory did a video breaking down Arkham City, the science of like the stuff. Are you serious? Why does it keep freaking lagging out? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Because you want to sit here and say, oh, Batman doesn't kill. There's prime examples. The Batarang itself is a ninja star. Regardless of how you throw it, that will kill somebody. I dare you. Okay, if you guys get like an actual Batarang made, try throwing it at somebody. I don't recommend it, but you try throwing it at somebody. That can kill them. Like, depending on where you aim. Like, some of these humans, some have body armor. Most of them don't. So they're going off of clothing and like your stuff like that. And the argument of like basically Batman doesn't kill, so it's so dumb. Yeah, they're dead. Exactly. And hell, the whole thing of like the argument where he says, oh, it's a clone Batman that's brainwashed. Okay, here's my counter argument. Even with Arkham City, he's not brainwashed. He dangles Quincy Sharp, which is an old man, off of a building. Which he also did the same thing to Lefty, which he actually, when in Arkham Origins, I don't care if you can sit there and say, oh, well, if some things are canon, some things are not. He basically, when he tried to interrogate fucking Lefty, he nearly choked him out. That's why he fainted. But also, he dropped him, even though he's tied by his ankles, onto a Christmas tree. I don't care how you frame that. That he's lucky to be even alive. I dare someone to do the same damn thing. There is no way in hell. No, zero, zilch, nada. No way in hell you gonna sit there and say, oh, that would actually work. That they would look, guys, I found the new game theory in your dreams. I am not gonna replace MatPat. But no, like yeah, you can sit here. We can make the argument. Oh well, Arkham's origins isn't canon, right? Well, but some elements are and some elements aren't because they weren't made by Rocksteady. Well, okay. Here's my counter argument. Suicide Squad is made by Rocksteady. So how does that work? Also, regardless of how you frame it, there's multiple things that are wrong here. The regular Batman from Arkham Asylum to City, there are so many actions. Like in Arkham Knight, he literally, what is it? One of the interrogation bits in the game, he has the Batmobile pull up. That thing weighs 300 tons, and the wheels probably more so. I don't care if it's an interrogation tactic. That guy will have severe damage to the Like, here's the thing: the cranium, the side of your head, is the most vulnerable part of the body. You crush that, like the skull is like that bit of the skull is so vulnerable that if it gets crushed, like the brain will literally be fucked because the blood, like it's like being your skull is being crushed. And the Batman literally has the car pull up and he's just like he's about to run the guy's head over. First of all, yes, this, like, you can sit there and say, oh, it's an interrogation tactic, it's just it's meant for a scare tactic. That guy is going to die later on because, first of all, the way it's framed and also going over the science, you're literally saying, okay, if the argument is this, and this, well, here look at the science, look at the facts. The human skull, that side bit, like right here, like, okay, let me point out, like, okay, any human skull, let me draw that up for you. Let me put this out. Hold on, let me find a good piece of paper. Let me go over. I wanna show this as an argument. The Batmobile is weighed like a giant tank anyway. So this is the Batmobile's tire. This would be the guy's head. This guy's head, where his ear and his cranium or whatever. I don't know the whole full anatomy shit. I'm still young myself. I'm in my 20s. I can't sit here and explain every bit of science. I'm not that smart, but I'm smart enough. That bit right there, that is the most vulnerable part. Like, that's why also from the chin, from here, if you know how dangerous an uppercut is, that's why, like, with MMA fighters and all that stuff, having someone beat the crap out of you with body armor, yeah, bull. You can't sit here and say these guys aren't, like, completely gonna die later on, unintentionally or not. Also, if we're gonna go off of theories as canon, then Batman killed an unborn child that Harley had. Like Arkham City. Because when he throws her or punches her or something happens, that is, like, there's no way, if we're gonna go off of, like, theories, then yeah, that's another one that I can bring up that literally demolishes the idea that Arkham Batman doesn't kill. Also, let's go over the facts here. From Arkham Asylum to City, or Arkham Origins, even though it's partially canon, partially not, whatever. From there to Arkham Asylum to Arkham Knight and Arkham City. Like, Arkham City, let's see. There's so many cases, man. Like, as much as I love Arkham Batman, there's so many cases where he does kill. Like, unintentionally, probably, but you can sit there and make the argument, well, the game says they're alive. Look at the facts. Look at the science of it. You have to literally look at the science. The game, of course, is going to tell you, oh, yeah, they're alive. Of course it is, because it's a game. It's meant to basically, sugarcoat things. That's why in Spider-Man, when you kick a guy off the building, the game says, okay, it sticks them to the building, right? That's the point. You know, it's like to hide some of the brutal nature. And Spider-Man has superpowers. Not as powerful as Miles, but he does. And also, like the whole thing that, here's the thing. Going through each gadget, hypothermia for freaking the freeze grenades, depending on like how long those guys stay in there. You know, you can get hypothermia, you can get frostbite, because that's the whole thing with Mr. Freeze. Cold, all that stuff. Yeah, and he can climb up walls. Yeah, I know. And the thing is that the arguments lose traction the more you look at certain elements of the games. So, like, for instance, like the Joker, or any of that, you know, like even I guess you can say like a lot of the arguments, like Robert Pattinson's Batman, when he beats the crap out of that guy, and says, "I'm vengeance," you know, that whole thing. This is a guy that has full body armor, beating the crap out of somebody that's like a regular human. Yes, the guy's an a-hole. Yes, he's a thug. Yes, a blah, blah, blah. Regardless of how you frame it, there's a reason MFA fighters have to constantly be checked up on and constantly stuff, because they deal with a lot of like brain damage, physical damage to their body, which like especially like just fighters in general, boxing or wrestling, well, you know, in some ways wrestling, and just stuff like that. That's why when you lift or stuff like that, you have like a lot of different muscle tendons and a lot of different things. If we want to make that type of argument of like Batman is, you know, like he's a human character. Also, here's the other failed fucking argument that really bothers me. You want to sit there and say that, well, then let's argue about freaking Batman's always on point prep time for any scenario in the fucking world. It's just like, no, we can't sit here and bitch and say Batman can't kill, he can't do this, he can't do that. Like, it's just like, there's so many cases. The only reason, here's the thing. The only reason Batman, like you have the Frank Miller's version was super dark, and he actually did start killing at that point. And the only reason, like, you know, that the only time I could think to consider, you can go and break down each episode of like Batman animated series to see if like that person would be dead or blah blah blah. But like the only accurate version of Batman is the animated series. Like, you know, who would win? I don't know. It's 50-50. I think it'd be a tie. Because here's the thing. Most every version of Batman in the movies or games, well, at least the Arkham games, they do kill. Whether you want to believe the logistics of it or not, they kill. Like, they do. Like, from Tim Burton's Batman to Robert Pattinson's Batman, just every version. We can't sit here and argue and say, oh, they don't die because you don't see them on screen die and stuff like that. It's a lazy, stupid argument. It's the dumbest argument you can make, because you want to sit there and say, that's like saying Superman doesn't kill because, well, we don't see him freaking kill on screen. He literally, in CW Superman, freaking throws Doomsday on top of a building, hoping to kill him. Of course, he survives, but sorry, I have to go outside. You're fine. But it's no different. And like, Batman's the character that prides itself on not killing. Sure, yeah, but it wasn't always the case. If you follow back on the comics, the original old school comics, he's like very like when they originally pitched him. Yes, we can sit there and say Bill Finger and all that stuff and blah blah blah, like the basically the argument of like this, and this. That's fine. That's good, whatever. But you also have to look at the science, look at the facts for everything in the Arkham series. The car, any type of car, no matter what you do, if you flip a car, and this is the argument that really, let's just debunk it right now. If Salvage ever watches this, I'll even link it. And this argument starts right around 1. I want to just say, when a police officer does the move where he flips a car or he does something like that, most often than not, anytime there's like a car crash or stuff like that, there's a very limited chance somebody's going to survive. It's like second to none. Regardless of how you try to frame like that type of car stuff or whatever, like if you look at every type of car crash or every type of like maneuver where a police officer flips a car or try to stop it, there's always severe damage. And if there isn't, it's because it was very lucky. And that's like luck of the draw, like Russian roulette type luck. And the thing is, when we make the argument, oh, well, this, that, or the other, we have to consider a lot more variables than just like what you see. Because you have to if you want to break down the science of it, like I'm not like a super nerd. Like I'm not smart. Math, I suck at. So I can't give you like the cranium of pi or whatever the whole thing is or blah, blah, blah. All that shit. Can't do that. But I can say if you follow the science and you follow like the facts, you're not gonna like what you see, because the truth of the matter is that Batman kills a lot of people, regardless of any way you frame it. You look at the facts of like each gadget, you look at all their purposes, you look at the science behind it. Like, let's say I freeze grenade a guy and I just leave him there in game. Go around for a couple hours. Eventually, that guy's going to freeze to death. And going from, like, the explosion in Wonder Tower, there was also guys that Batman took out before going to Strange. Now, we can make the argument maybe Ra's al Ghul killed them already. But unintentionally, he basically left guys like dead, and there's plenty of more examples. Like I just gotta, get this one out of here. It's just like Robert Pattinson's Batman, as great as he is, has the same problems as any Batman ever. It's just like that's just how it's framed. Hi, Radio Demon. Welcome back to the stream. Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm working on some prints today. Also, I'm having a bit of like a lot, in a way, kind of like a debate type of thing about Batman. But yeah, I'm working on some prints today. I got a lot of stuff inked. So I'm working on that. Or working on these. I did do Rosie. I don't like the way I inked it. I'm not a fan of it. It just looks off to me. But yeah. Thank you. And that's a nice drawing. I appreciate it. Yeah. I've been working on a few different prints. I have some stuff inked already, like the Big Bad Wolf and where is it? Shoot. I love it. Yeah, but I don't. I can do so much better. I'm a perfectionist. It's just how I am. And also I did Prowler Miles because that was a request in one of the things. So I did him, inked him last night. So I'm basically coloring my inked prints. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully more people join the stream, like it, all that jazz. It means a lot when people do. Also, when it comes to me, I don't want to really ramble and kind of like repeat the same arguments over and over. but there's so many variables where you can just consider scenes and other stuff. It's just like there's no matter the way you frame things, like with the Batarangs especially, Arkham Batman, like regardless of like Suicide Squad Batman being a clone, he's a carbon copy of Arkham Batman. And if we go to the clone route, like from Young Justice with like Speedy, right? He didn't know he was a clone at all. He's just like he didn't even know it ever happened. So that is the same could be considered with if they are clones, they have no idea what happened to them. So then you also get this weird argument of, I don't know, you get this weird thing where you like, I don't know, it's hard to explain the whole thing with clones because it's really weird. I don't fully understand it, but not all of them know it. And it's not officially confirmed in game. That's like just like it's a fan theory right now that, and it's pretty much like it makes sense. I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh no, it doesn't. It does. Like I get that. The problem is that in game, nobody knows that. Not even the characters. You know, I might have to leave in a bit. No, you're good. I understand. I'm mainly working on prints today, just like Big Bad Wolf, Kai from Kung Fu Panda, Prowler Miles. I was gonna do Rosie, color her, but I just do not like the way I did it. It just looks off. The pose looks off. The dress looks inked poorly, and I don't like it. And I like to do stuff justice. It's just like. That's just how I am. But yeah, but I appreciate you stopping by though. It really means a lot. Thank you. I hope you have a great day, by the way. And all that. Radio Demon. But what was I saying? I guess for me, how I consider it is that there's so many different variables and different things that you can go break certain things down, the way stuff is framed. If we're being honest, you people, as much people complain about Suicide Squad's Batman where he gets shot in the head and then dies. It's basically, well really, in a certain extent, and I'm not going to defend it because it is still terrible, but it also is like, well, really, that's what logically would happen. Like, even Alex Ross, you know, freaking said it himself, you know, with like Batman's mask, it's not going to take a gunshot. It's like it's imaginary. It's like it's a part of the skin or whatever, right? It's just how things are. And I think for me, there's so many different variables and so many different things you would like if you go back and replay certain elements of the series, like the whole thing with Quincy Sharp being dangled off a building. There could have been a point where he just had a heart attack. And also working with like electricity, like the REC gun, that you have to be careful with. Because, you know, Batman's a smart character, but still there is a running chance of with working with electricity. You can kill people. You can bring them back to life. You can still kill them. It's like there's so many things. And with the Batmobile, like running, like you can't sit here and complain and say, oh, this, you can't go back and say, well, because he's a clone, you know, this version of Batman, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is the same argument you try to make with like the Batmobile. When you hit somebody, it magically just shoots electricity and they fly away from the camera and they are still alive. It is if you hit them with the Batmobile. It's just like it's a lazy, stupid, but dumb argument, and it's so dumb, and it always annoys me because these are the same people that complained about the Batmobile
But then they want to throw, well, if you're making a crappy, stupid, dumb argument about this, then, you know, it's just like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. There's thousands. Like, if you want to break down each gadget, you can say, oh, well, in game, it does this. Well, okay, well, apply that to real life, though. Apply that to real life. You have to let go of your bias somehow and look at the things for how they are. You know, it's like, I'm a Batman fan, and even I can see and read between the lines, look at things for how it is, and see it for how it is. It's just kind of the way it is in some regard. And I like Batman. I do. I really do. I'm not sitting here crapping on Batman. I'm not sitting here saying Batman's a terrible character, blah, 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 blah. But it's just like, you gotta look at things and just see stuff for the way it is and the way it's portrayed, and like look at things from a deeper angle, because if you don't, you're not gonna win that type of argument. Because if you look at it from this angle of like, well, Batman doesn't kill blah blah blah, well, okay, you're wrong. Because if you look at a lot of these other scenes, Arkham Origins, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, all this stuff, there's a lot of scenes and a lot of examples, even especially in gameplay. Like, any type of character, you can apply physical fighting and stuff like that, and there's still a murder, or still this, or this, that. And, you know, some of these regular thugs don't have body armor. Some do, sure, but a lot of them don't. And so it takes a special type of, like, person to sit here and argue this, that, and the other when it comes to Batman, because this is a guy who goes around beating the crap out of criminals. That's why the whole argument in Injustice is valid. You know, you're okay with not killing people, but you like the traumatic brain damage, which also, quick side note, that can kill people. You know, traumatic brain damage scientifically can kill people. I don't know how to explain it and reiterate it. It's so dumb. But enough of my bullcrap arguments and stuff. I just want to draw a little bit, finish this. I might share this and like have say like, hey, this was my argument, the full argument. There's a lot of things I could say, salvage, you know, like there's a lot of things I want to like go and consider, but blah blah blah. But yeah, I'm right now just working on Kai from Kung Fu Panda. I have already done what is it called? I've already done Prowler Miles. So right now I'm just doing Kai. And try to finish this. Ow, my back. Mold. And like, here's the thing: if like there's no toxicity with the arguments and stuff, it's just like it's a chill debate about Batman. Like, I'm not coming at this from like a spiteful, wanting drama, wanting BS, wanting this type angle. It's kind of just more of like a chill debate. Like, I agree to disagree with you on this. You know, it's like, if we can have, if I could have that type of chill type of debate with him, like Salvage, if he ever watches this, then that's fine. Like, I would even do it live. It's like, hey, we can discuss this and basically be like, you know, we can agree to disagree, but I can argue my points, you can argue yours. As long as you chill, we cool. It's like that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Because I like Batman as a character, but I'm not gonna sit here and argue the like. There's so many things that debunk a lot of different arguments and a lot of different things.
Because you look at the science and you look at the different things that, you can't use comic book logic on everything. You can't look at it and then see this, that, and the other. It's just not going to work. Because if you do that, it's just going to work its way around the BS. It's just like, it's going to make you look like a fanboy. And I'm not the type that's going to do that. I'm not going to roll over and say, well, Batman can't do this. It's just like, no. It just doesn't work. So it's just kind of how I look at it. Feel free to disagree or leave like any type of thing explaining, maybe proving me wrong. But there's so many instances I can name offhand, like even in gameplay, with the gadgets, with the way things are framed, from the way this, that, or the other. As much as I love Batman, we can't sit here and argue BS. We just can't. Nobody can sit here and argue BS. If we want to sit here and make my argument lazy because it's a clone Batman, okay, here's the thing. Clone or not, Arkham Knight, or a little bit before Arkham Knight, Arkham VR literally showed us beforehand that basically Batman has the capability to destroy, kill, and be the most, like literally the most savage beast ever. He kills, even if it's fake, same thing can be considered in his like visions in Arkham Knight. We can sit here and argue and say, okay, this, that, or the other all day. There's instances in everything. But I'm done ranting. I'm partially done. There's so many instances that I can consider and go through and figure it, like basically, like if you go back and you look at things from all these different angles, because here's the thing, if we look at it as like black and white, there's not, like, it's just like right and wrong, we're not going to get anywhere. But if we look at it, if everything's gray, look at it from a higher perspective or different angles or different points of view, it's like, I can see what you're saying. It's like, maybe you're right. Okay. And it's like that and that. We can't just go off of just one argument because we can't handle the other shit. And like Savage, if he watches this, and this is my point to him, if he does, if you ignore half the arguments and just go off of one little argument and say, okay, then like I said on Twitter, it basically is half-hearted because you're attacking one partial thing. You ignore the other shit. So it's like, you gotta look at all the different things that someone says, because like I did leave plenty of stuff in the comments of each post saying the reasons and all that stuff. It's like, I don't know. It's stupid. It's dumb, but it's just like, man, can't argue with like Batman with other Batman fans because you basically going to go insane. But it's just like, that is the environment of Twitter. Toxic. Also, I am just inking, not inking, coloring my inks for stuff. Actually, it was partially inspired by an amazing artist on Twitter. She is amazing. She's an amazing inker. I don't know why. Like, I think she better be a comic book artist because, god damn, she is awesome. She is awesome as an inker. So, and I was partially inspired by her to kind of like update, maybe get more of a style of like inking, doing more stuff like that. So yeah, she's amazing. My compliments to her. If she ever sees this stream, that she will probably get to this part and she'll be like, after all that ranting, and he compliments me. Sorry. But yeah. Yeah. What else?
I don't know. Ah. Like, I'm in my early 20s, so for me, I still can be a bit of a child. Not too childish like pitchforks and blah, but just enough to where I can have fun. Sorry there's no music. I wish there was with the stream, but I do not have the equipment and suck. I need to get me some more different stuff, but I just don't have the equipment to do so. Oh, hello, Simple. Sharp. Welcome, Mr. No Show for weeks on end. Hello. Hello, Mr. No Show. Did you like the stream? How are you? Rat is me, yes. Put up your dukes, you fiend! Calling Ada rat! Yes, I hit the like button. Good. I'm finishing up some prints before the end of stream. I might share the stream on Twitter. Also, how is your RMX ART? How are you? Question. I am good. I slept pretty good. A lot better than I have in a couple days, and that looks awesome. Thank you. Slept like a rock. Kind of overslept, so that's why the first stream was very short. It wasn't meant to be that short. I just overslept. Realized that the algorithm would not allow anybody to really like see it for the way it's presented and blah blah blah. So I was like, so I just decided, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna do this and work for a bit and do this type of stream, chilling and coloring. Yeah, I just saw the rat. Ha ha ha. So funny. I forgot to laugh. Wrong time to call. Not answering. Buzz off! No! Beep. Thank you. Beep, beep. For the record, I love her, but I just can't talk to her. I'm streaming. My grandmother, she was calling. Always the worst time. She just calls at these random times sometimes, and it's like I love her, but it's just like not now, man. Can't do two things at once. Oh man, I did get a lot of my digital stuff printed, so you haven't been here for a lot of the stuff I've talked about on stream. If I'm being honest, I'm trying to get some videos together. The OC video did terrible. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's and Mario Day, by the way. Oh, today's Mother's Day. Yay. Lovely. Good reminder. Be right back. Okay, have fun. I'll be right back too. I need to use the throne. All right, I'm back. Ow. My back hurts. Crap. Mm. I feel old. Actually need to stream on Twitch if I had an account. Well, I'll stream for maybe a couple hours. 2 actually. I am going to probably end the stream. I appreciate anybody or everybody for stopping by. Means a lot. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And peace out. Bye-bye.